welcome back to another Mindful Manis and Chats video. Today we are going to be talking about my personal favorite brown polishes that I have in my collection. Brown is a very interesting color to me because growing up I honestly really did not like the color brown, but it wasn't until in high school, which was like a few years ago for me, I started becoming more popular and more trendy, especially pairing it with like other colors, and like kind of reminded me of that like Y2K, like pink and brown, blue and brown, like green and brown aesthetic, that I started to really open my eyes up to the color brown again, honestly. And now brown is like one of my favorite colors to wear. Like half my clothing is brown. So honestly, I don't have very many brown polishes though, so the ones I do have, I do like very much. So today I'll just be going over 6 of my favorite brown polishes in my collection. For today's video, I thought it would be kind of interesting if we went in somewhat of a chronological order so you can see the progression of my affinity towards browns and how they vary from when I first started collecting browns to the end. That brings us to my very first brown that I ever bought for my collection, which is Cirque Colors Coffee Talk. As you can see, it is a very warm brown. This was actually included in one of my very first purchases from Cirque Colors in general. I don't believe, unfortunately, that they sell this color anymore, but they do have a couple other brown cremes, I believe, still in their catalog, so you can check those out. But Coffee Talk is a very warm, and it reminds me exactly of milk chocolate, or even just like a tan leather shade. It is very classy, I feel like, and looks good on everyone and like every skin tone, in my opinion. It is just very warm and lush, and literally I already said it before, but it reminds me exactly of milk chocolate. Like whenever I wear this, I just feel like I'm wearing chocolate on my nails. And it's kind of funny because I don't even like milk chocolate, to be honest, but this polish makes it look just like jewel worthy, and I cannot get enough of it. And of course, it was my first gateway into brown polishes, and when I first bought it, I remember my sisters actually really liking it, and it's, I believe, one of my sister's like still favorite polish that I have in my collection, because she like every time she sees it, she's like, oh yeah, I want that one. And I'm like, oh, you've already worn that one, let's try a different one. But I mean, I understand why. It's just taking me a while to come around and really appreciate it for what it is, but it is stunning and I should wear it more often, if I'm being honest. The next brown polish that I tried, and another one of my favorites, is Cirque Colors Cocoa Jelly. As you can see, the fill line on this is pretty intense. It's especially visible because, like I said, this is a jelly polish, and honestly, it does remind me of like the cacao beans and the cacao pods, and almost like coffee. It's a little bit dusty, and of course it's a jelly, so it's not super opaque, but it has a wonderful formula to it. I have a skinny brush in it, and the reason I have it is because I love using this polish for tortoiseshell nails. I've done those a few times over the years, and this polish comes in clutch whenever I do those, especially with the skinny brush, because the way that I do tortoiseshell nails, I kind of like just dab around, so it's easier to do that with a smaller brush. But yeah, honestly, even on its own, this polish is really cool. It's a very interesting shade in my opinion, and I am very happy to have it in my collection. Next up is Olive Ave Polish's Pigment. This was actually, I believe, the title of the collection that's released in as well. So this was the collection that the polish was kind of named after, and, or I should say that this was the polish the collection was named after. So this polish, I love it. Like every time I wear it, I've worn it a couple times. I love wearing it during fall, especially around Thanksgiving time. And I guess this is just like a theme, but for like a lot of my brown polishes, they remind me of like something else. This one reminds me of pennies. Like my nails, whenever I wear them and I have like short nails on, they just look like pennies. And I don't know, I just think that is so funny, and I'm obsessed with it. The formula is amazing. I know Olive Ave Polish isn't like a huge brand in the indie nail space, but they have amazing formulas, and this one is basically a one coater on me. It is absolutely luscious, and it is just very like effortless and beautiful. And yeah, just another recommendation for all of Av Polish in general. It's an amazing brand. The owner is super nice. Her name is Walker, and I need more of their polishes. Next up, I'm going to talk about KB Shimmer's What the Fudge. So, fun fact, I actually originally bought this polish because I missed out on the Holo Taco collab with Julian way back when. It was Magical Mustache, I believe was the shade name. I wanted it, but for some reason I couldn't convince myself to pay, like, I think it was $12 at the time, for just a brown creme. So I didn't buy it, and then I think I kind of ended up regretting not buying it, but someone else, I believe their name was Polished by Ray or something like that. Their name was Ray. They have since rebranded, I think, to Junebug stuff on Instagram, but anyway, they were the one that recommended this polish to me. KB Shimmer's What the Fudge. It's still sold on their website as well, so definitely recommend it. I have seen this polish talked about just a few times in the nail community, and I understand why. It is an amazing brown creme. I believe it to be pretty neutral. It's not too cool, not too warm. Again, amazing formula. KB Shimmer has a great formula in general. They're known for their wide paddle brush and their big 15 milliliter bottles. But yeah, this one is just absolutely beautiful, and it's the perfect neutral creme. I use it a lot for nail art especially, and yeah, I can only say good things about this polish. And also, I should mention, basically this polish was bought supposed to be as a dupe for the Holo Taco Magical Mustache polish. I don't even remember if it ended up being an exact dupe or not, but I still enjoyed my experience with this polish. Next up is a more recent addition. This is Holo Taco's Inkwell. Inkwell, I mean, from the moment I put it on my nails, I was like, wow, it just took my breath away. It is absolutely, I mean, inky. It came out in Holo Taco's Dark Academia collection a couple years ago. Also, I should say that I did receive this polish in PR. I will say though that this polish is absolutely stunning. It's definitely was the standout for me in that collection. I believe that Holo Taco has a lot of like almost black polishes, and they're all like right up my alley. I absolutely love them. This one is a very dark brown, almost black base with like a almost golden shimmer through it that is somewhat subtle, and it just reminds me so much of like libraries, and it just evokes the Dark Academia aesthetic for me so much. But yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. I love wearing it on my nails, especially, again, like I said, in the fall. It has a great formula to it. I cannot say enough good things about this polish. It is a permanent polish on their site as well, so it also is still available for purchase. Highly recommend it. If you're someone who's looking to add any more browns to your collection, definitely recommend. Last but not least is Polish for Days Grave Consequences. This one is the most recent brown I've added to my collection, and it came out in the Something Wicked collection by Polish for Days in 2024. And I thought this polish was so cool from the moment that I saw it on her Facebook page. Polish for Days has a Facebook group that I'm like in, and I love just seeing people's manicures and all the behind the scenes that Jenna posts on there. But yeah, this polish is super cool. It has that same amazing shimmer that Angel Wings and Lush and Quite Literally Dead Inside have, all like pretty popular polishes from Polish for Days. So if any of you like any of those, then I would definitely recommend this one, just because it is so amazing. It is so shifty. I loved wearing it. I feel like a lot of the time you aren't even like focusing on the brown. The brown jelly base in this definitely does not stand out the most, just because the shimmer in it is so strong. It's a shifting shimmer too, so it goes from like a green to like a blue to like a really bright aqua, and it just shifts for days. You get it? Polish for Days, you get it? So yeah, I highly recommend the shade, and honestly just Polish for Days in general. I don't know why, but like all of my brown polishes that I really like are from brands that I really like. Would you look at that? So yeah, I know this was a shorter video today, but honestly those are just all of my favorite browns, and I really do like them so much. They come especially helpful in like the fall season. I feel like that's when I mostly bring out my browns, so That's probably why I don't have as many as I would like, because I mostly only use them like a few months out of the year. But once fall comes around, oh yeah, I'm using them a lot. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any favorite browns or what your opinion is on brown polish in general. I know some people out there absolutely despise brown polish. Couldn't be me. I love my brown polishes. I think they are so fun and so unique, especially when you can put like a bunch of different toppers on them and stuff like that. But yeah, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are on brown polish. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.